Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TableTalk. Today we're going to be recapping our third, fourth, and fifth day of BGG. Should be quick.
And then we'll also go over a couple games we missed from the previous days. Okay, so the third day.
First and foremost, let's just say we went to the bazaar. We got like 2 games because, as I mentioned in our previous video, we kind of got all the video games we wanted at the virtual flea market.
Now you're exaggerating because we bought more than 2 games at the bazaar.
3 games?
Okay, so we bought Honey Buzz Deluxe. We bought that cat game, 10 cats. That was a spur of the moment thing. And then we bought 13 clues. And I feel like there was one more game. I don't remember.
Nope, that's it.
You sure? Yeah. Okay, 3 games.
3 games.
Which was a low number for me, but considering I bought all the games at the virtual flea market, I think it kept me from needing to buy more games at the bazaar. So yeah, okay.
Other than that, we pretty much spent the rest of our time checking out games out of the library and playing them.
Yeah, okay, so let's go over those games.
First and foremost, games we may have forgotten days previous were Fake Artist Goes to New York and Fuse. We may have gone over Fake Artists, but quick overview. Someone puts out a word, somebody does another word, everyone makes one line and try to spot the person who doesn't know what's going on.
It was a fun party game. I enjoyed it.
Okay. Fuse?
Fuse is cooperative. You roll the dice and you have all these cards and that's the decoding of the bomb basically. And you roll these dice to match the certain things you need on each card, and you need to complete a certain number of cards in 10 minutes.
Dice drafting.
Yes. And rolling, because you got to roll the right things.
Yes, it's a very rapid pace, 10-minute game.
Yeah.
Easy, fun, hectic.
Yes, very stressful.
Possibly easier with more people? I don't know.
I just remember previously losing a lot, and then when we played, we won a lot. So I'm like, something is wrong here. Maybe we played harder in the regular in previous rounds.
Either we played a harder difficulty, we were inexperienced, or it's just possible that it's
easier with more players.
With slightly more players because then you get more dice.
And you go through the goals quicker. Who knows? But you need more goals with more players. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go on to the actual games we played on day 3 and 4. You have most of the list.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Let's see. I know we played Large Azul, which is just a very large, comes in a suitcase, which is pretty cool. You
need a big table for Large Azul. We didn't do a full game. We only did part of a game because we all know how to play Azul.
But the tiles were like, I don't.
They were pretty big. They were maybe about 2 inches by 2 inches. I would have estimated tile.
Yeah, so your boards were like
the
size of a pillow. It felt like.
Okay.
I mean, they're just everything's pretty big. That was fun. We played.
You want to talk about the pizza game?
Sure. I can't remember. It's pizza.
I really like this game. It's a dexterity game with magnets. What is it called?
Pizza Rabaza.
Yes.
So basically, it's this little town.
It's a maze.
A maze, 3D town of sorts. In the center, there's this guy who rolls dough. It's like a windy toy where you wind it up, and then he spins, making the whole board gyrate and do some weird stuff. Meanwhile, you have this scooter with a metal pizza on it, trying to maneuver it through the
maze, and you want to deliver that pizza to a certain person. And sometimes, if you hit the wall, you might deliver the pizza to the wrong person. And I thought it was cute and fun
because all the walls are magnetic.
Yes, and I tried looking for this game if I wanted to buy it, and it's hard to find. Yes. I'm having trouble finding it. So
that was a fun, silly game. I really enjoyed it. What else did we play? We played Ethnos again.
Yeah.
We played Captain Sonar.
Out
of the way, Cat. Captain Sonar was a fun, interesting game. I've played it before, but usually I was not the captain. This particular instance, I was one of basically 2 people that knew what was happening. So I got to be captain. Didn't like it. Stressed me out.
Yeah, captain has a lot of thinking of like, which direction should I go to throw out these people? What do I need? And it's a lot of work to be captain. I will never want to play captain in Captain Sonar. I did enjoy the game, but you need to have a good captain and experienced captains.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else did we play besides those?
There was somebody had a game they were play testing because they had it. The person that played, I don't remember what it was.
I can't remember the name of it. Yes, we played that.
It was, I don't remember the name, but it was basically a trick taking kind of with some money.
Yeah, trick taking and involved bosses and kind of had the
Worker
theme being a office.
Yes.
Kind of deal. Components being a deck of cards
and some chips
and stuff like that. That was fun.
It was interesting.
I
played wrong. Like, I was doing good, and the last turn, which was like the deciding turn of the winner if you do it right, I just did it wrong.
We won't have a picture of that one.
Oh no. All right, so I'll go over the pictures that I have. We played Pusheen just for fun. It's a little kid cat game. If y'all are familiar with Pusheen is the famous cartoon cat.
Because cats.
Yes, so that's the reason we play that. And then we played the Tooth Fairy game, which has a bunch of different ways to play. And it's just depending on which way. You have these bags, these color bags with matching color teeth. And depending on which way you want to play the game, depends on setup and whatnot. And well, we picked the game because I was a hygienist, and we have 2 other dentists in our game group. So we're like, we gotta try this game.
Yes. Yes.
And then we played like a cat and mouse game called Got You, which it's one cat versus so and so number of mice, and the cats are trying to catch the mice, and the mice are scurrying underneath the floor tiles looking for the cheese.
It was fiddly.
Yes, let's say that. I mean, the storyline is cute. I like it.
The game itself was cute, but the whole
the tile was not good. Like,
it's just cards. It's like little cards. So basically, and the cat, which happened to be you, was basically flip a card. It tells you a number. You count to that number. 1, 2, 3 with meows. And then with your eyes closed, while you're doing that, the mice characters are basically moving their little token and flipping over the floor tiles, which is just
it's
frantic.
These little papers, so like when I wake up, I can see some floor tiles are moved. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna check this floor tile. Not that I won, I didn't do it, didn't do well, but it needs to have like some sort of grid that the tiles go in to keep it like straight.
I don't know.
That's what it needs. Some sort of grid to keep it straight. That way I can go, oh, that one's been disheveled. It's not straight. That one I need to check.
But I mean, at the same time, I mean, for price points, I understand why. I mean, it was probably cheaper to make.
It's a smaller box, so like to do a grid, it will probably be
cost money and all that.
And more
production.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, it was a cute game though. Next, I'm done with all the games in my.
I think we ended that night with Ticket to Ride Needleland, and you know me and my favorite being Ticket to Ride. That was the first time we played that particular map.
Wait, why you... Okay, we'll continue finishing that, but we have other games in between, don't we? But yeah, okay. Ticket to Ride Needleland, you get tax on... It's called the toll when you build on the tracks.
You gotta play a toll to cross the tracks.
And if you're there first, then the person that builds next on the other line pays you the toll, which is nice. The downside is I had goals that were single tracks, so nobody paid me tolls. Yes. And I lost by like 3 points in the toll, like 3 money in the toll thing. So
yeah, it's whoever has the most and second most, third. There's the bonuses for that particular map.
So I wasn't a fan. I was not a fan of that.
But moving on, just double checking. Let's see. And,
that game.
And we played.
Imperium.
Played that the next day.
That was the next day. Oh, okay.
And we also played Ethnos.
I don't know. I really then. Okay, well, share the... Okay. Okay, you want to talk about that game? That was Friday.
Okay, we'll talk about this one. What did we... Oh, Ethnos, we're not talking about that again. We talked about it earlier.
Yes, Imperial.
Spells and Steam, which is a train game, area control train game. Feels like
Okay, so
Ticket to Ride went to a mythical realm.
Okay, yeah, somebody recommended this game was like, if you like Ticket to Ride, you might like this game, which we don't really care for too much.
Yes.
But there are people who like Ticket to Ride that do like this game, but the reason is this is area control with resources and limited resources. So you build your trains, and then you want to deliver those resources. Once those resources are delivered, that's it. The resources don't come back. So
if you want more, you want to do that again, you got to build your train somewhere else, get more resources that are still there on the map, and then collect those and deliver them.
And I'm not a fan of area control. And this one did not help the area control aspect. But I'm sure like another playthrough would help make me will help me like it more. But for the moment, I'm not a fan.
I did have fun putting the trains down.
Yeah.
But I also felt like I felt like I put in a lot of work to put down trains and to be in a certain area for resources. And then, like, if someone's building exact same tracks as you and they could do it faster, then you gotta change your strategy or you gotta figure out something else. Because if they can do it faster than you, you're not gonna be able to do whatever you're working on. Just forget it. Find a plan B. Because that's what I did. I did not find a plan B. I didn't know. I was learning. And all my resources kind of got swept from under me, and
because you weren't moving fast enough, and
yeah.
So yeah, that's the reason we don't like the game as much.
But anyway, that's that game.
And then day 4.
The next day 4. Let's see, what did we play? Concordia, yes. That was late
this
in the night.
This one is area control.
But it was...
enjoyed it. Because it was a little bit of...
resource management, too?
Yeah, but... I don't know how to describe it, now that I think about it.
There was some area control, but at the same time, it wasn't...
Resources was kind of plentiful. Like, you can easily get more resources.
Yeah, you weren't, I guess, pigeonholed into something. Or like if you had a plan to do something,
you can still do
other players could not interfere with you as much.
Yeah, you just have to, like, if they build in your area, you just have to pay more, but you can still build there, so it was okay. And you use cards you play cards to take action.
Right. If someone did something to interfere with you, it'd just slow you down, make you have to take an extra maybe turn or two. Or to do certain other actions to kind of recuperate, but then you could just still do whatever you were going to do.
So yeah, that's why I like this game. That's why this one was okay, because you weren't totally hindered in doing your goal. So
right.
Yes. And then we played another pizza game.
Just called Pizza.
It's just called Pizza, and that one's easy to find. That you can find that, and it was basically you have these people that are like, I want a pizza with these things on it. So you roll the dice and you try to place those ingredients on the slice of pizza, and you feed that to the player, and then that's one less slice of pizza you have.
So bottom line is you're making pizza, putting ingredients, and then delivering pizza to customers that are requesting said ingredients. And then getting points for it.
All right, so let's look at your list because you got the rest of the games.
Let's see. Jet Set is another plane game.
Yes, it reminds me of Pan Am with no stock. This one doesn't have stock.
I feel differently. I feel it's kind of... I mean, yes, in the same instinct that is more... It's planes, but where Pan Am is kind of worker placement. Jet Set is more kind of resource management with your money and the planes.
Yes.
Basically, you're putting planes down on a board, and
to connect routes, to make routes for destination tickets. Kind of like Ticket to Ride, but with planes.
And then in order to claim the route, you actually remove your planes off the board. So then if you want to
claim a similar route, you have to put more planes down.
You have to pay money to put,
And if you have enough money and pre-planned, you could put double or more planes down. That way you don't have to do that step as many times, but you have to have a lot of money to do it.
And if someone else has claimed the route, you can actually pay money to put your planes on that route. But you pay them, and it's a flat cost. But I think you can only do like
once a turn.
Like
one section a turn. But I like this game. I wouldn't mind having it. It's different from what we have. So yes.
Anyway, that's Jet Set.
Well, you want to say how you feel about the game?
It's okay. I still prefer Pan Am and Ticket to Ride over that one.
Okay.
But if you really want it, we can get it.
Well, I mean,
it's different.
I like it. It's different, and I like that it doesn't have stock. For some reason, I don't really care for games with stock.
Meanwhile, I like that, and it's funny because we met playing a game with stock.
Yes.
We really like that one.
I didn't like it at the time.
Okay.
Well, the game was Acquire. I didn't like it at the time.
And now we have two copies.
Yeah, okay.
So we also played Insert Coin, which is basically a game very similar to Silver and Gold, but with 8-bit video game type theme. And basically you deal out characters, you draft them, and then you pick 3. Then you actually draw them on your board.
Which takes a little longer.
Draw them on your board. And then, let me think. That was distracting.
And then at each turn you'll flip the card, you'll color in the shapes, you'll color in the, the squares and whatnot. And then if you complete one of your
characters shapes,
then they'll have a bonus. So that's the difference between Silver and Gold.
That's right. That's right. There's also a live system and a coin system.
When game ends, it's over. You need to pay a coin to continue playing.
Yeah, some good game over cards that are hidden in the deck to kind of
make it feel like
a video game.
Yeah. So I mean, the theme was great. I liked it. The only issue is in the beginning when you had to draw.
The drawing it's fun in an artistic way, but in activity, it's
time consuming.
It's tedious for a game.
Yeah, it's like you gotta really prep for this game, but I think the game is actually a paper, but then when we played it, the library's copy, they had laminated the game, so you can,
with markers, yes.
And you use markers, and the markers are not as fine tip as a pencil, so that made it a little more difficult. But, I mean, we played it, and it worked out just fine. That's it.
Saturday?
Yeah. Those are all the games that we have.
At this point, our days are blending, by the way.
Yes.
So, what else did we play? We played 7 Architects at some point.
On the last day, Sunday.
And what did we play?
This wasn't the regular 7 Architects. Well, what's it called?
No, it's 7 Wonders Architects.
Okay, yes. Yes, it's 7 Wonders Architects. So y'all are familiar with the game 7 Wonders. Its theme and play is very similar, but more simple and quicker. So 7 Architects is where you have your iconic
monument or your wonder, and you are
trying to build it and to get points and trying to
you have a deck of cards, one to your left, one to your right, and one that is a communal deck that everyone could draw from. You get to choose one of those, and depending on what it is a resource, or it's money, which is technically a wild resource, or it's a science, or it's military, or something of that nature. If you get a certain amount of sciences, you get a bonus. Or if you get military, then
when war happens,
certain things flip over, and then when all flip over, war happens, and then just like regular 7 Wonders,
you divvy out points.
Winners get points because you have more military.
Yes. Okay. So I liked it. I might like it more than the regular 7 Wonders because it's more simple and quicker, and regular 7 Wonders is a lot more work. What about you?
I mean, I liked it. More than regular Seven Wonders?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
I like how it's easier, in my opinion.
You like the simplicity of it.
Yes, for sure.
Where I think when compared, I don't know. It's hard for me. I mean, yes, I like the simplicity of it as well, but the thinkiness of Seven Wonders I also enjoy.
Oh no,
like
that's what I don't enjoy about the thinking of Seven Wonders.
Anyway, so we played that, and last but not least, the last game we played was Decorum. Passive aggressive cooperativeness.
Yes.
When it was just us two. And that was fun. It took a round or two.
It took 2 rounds, because the first 2 rounds was very frustrating. Like, he would do something, and I would tell him, like, I'm okay with that, or something. And then I would do something, and he'll tell me, oh, I hate that. And then he'll undo what I just did. I'm like, excuse me. Well, obviously, I didn't say this, but in my head, I'm thinking, like, I just did this because my card requirement of what I need in the house says this, and you just undid what I needed. So it was very frustrating the first 2 games. But the third game, I think we got a better system, and it worked out better.
Yes. So, I would like to own this game. I think it is fun. And there's like a story to it. I want to see how that kind of connects.
Yes.
Yeah. It's great. And then they have like, because each round or thing has like a little envelope that tells you what the story is. And there's, I don't know, probably a dozen for 2 players, and then they have about a dozen more for a 3 to 4 player. The only issue I see with this game is kind of once you've played through all of the scenarios, it might just kind of be like, what am I doing with this now?
Well, you're not gonna remember it, but it does make me like, yeah, I'll be like, once you play all of it. If you play it more than once, you'll definitely be like, okay, I'm done with this game. Because there's no way to change it up. Maybe they'll come out with, like, more rules, like expansions. But other than that, yeah, that's it. But it's a lot. It's a lot. Because there's 2 players, 3 players, and then 4 players, right?
No.
Yeah? What?
I think that there's a 2-player one, and then the 3 or 4 player. Oh, it's the same, I think, is the same packets.
I don't know. But yeah, that's the downside.
But it is what it is.
So how do you feel about the game when we were playing it? Like,
oh, really? I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I thought it was fun.
You didn't get frustrated with me doing things that you did? Like, undoing your stuff? No?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I guess it happened more to me. Like, I'm, like, doing this. I'm like, are you trying to figure out my pattern so you can stop messing me up? I don't know. You know, that's what it felt like to me. Like, it felt like he was just doing things willy-nilly. And here I am trying to...
No, I was doing things according to my list.
Okay, yeah, I know. But you weren't taking into consideration what my list could possibly be. You know, my requirements. So, yeah. But we had a system.
We worked out a system.
On the third round.
Third scenario. Yeah. And then we had to pick it up and pack it up.
Yeah.
And that was our trip. So that was day 3... 4 and 5 at the con.
And then everything, well, you know, day 5 was basically going home, but
if you've seen our day 2, we had to get 2 more interviews with some of the game designers, but we had threw that in there because that's the day we actually went through the exhibit.
Yeah. All right. So anything else we want to talk about, mention?
No.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye for now.